Well, let's talk weather now as we take a live look out at Golden One Center. A much different scene here, but we have seen those orange skies before, sadly, when we've dealt with wildfires. Let's bring in Brendan now and talk about the fire danger, especially after we've had this, very hot day in the 100s, right?
Right, so true. There is so much dry brush out there, really just sitting there like a tinderbox.
Yeah, now thankfully there's not a lot of triggers for the fire recently. We haven't had a lot of lightning in recent days. We've not had some very strong winds, certainly not a lot of north winds, which is our highest fire danger setup, but we do have some wind out there to talk about. And of course, it's been very hot, and that does not help with the fire danger. 105 in Vacaville this afternoon, 104 in Sacramento, 105 in Stockton, 104 Modesto, some 90s in the foothills and 80s up in the high country. Again, that 104 in Sacramento, the warmest day since July 23rd of 2 years ago, 2024, when we were 107 degrees. We did not reach 104 last year. 72 in Sacramento at the moment, 76 in Stockton, 86 in Tracy, and 82 in Modesto. So it's still warm down here and it's breezy as well. We've got some onshore wind tonight, and some of that strongest wind's going to be out through the Delta and then down through I-580 down through Altamont Pass and then onto the eastern side of the hills there. So we'll look more at wind in just a minute, but there are some public safety power shutoffs in that area because of the dry brush and the strong onshore wind. 72 as we look towards the Tower Bridge. Because of the Delta breeze that we've had this evening, we are 6 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. We'll fall into the 60s, and we'll start off Thursday morning in those low to middle 60s across most of the valley, and we'll hang on to a little bit of that onshore wind as well. So warm and breezy. 62 in Sacramento, 62 Stockton, 70 in Tracy, again where we see some of that wind, 66 in Modesto, 60s and 70s in the foothills, 40s in the high country. Thursday afternoon, still hot. Not as hot, about 8 degrees cooler than where we were today. I've got 95 in Sacramento. Tomorrow, 95 in Stockton, 96 in Modesto, some upper 90s and triple digits as you work your way up the Sacramento Valley, 91 in Nevada City, 95 in Angels Camp, and 80s in the high country. So again, let's take a look at that breeze. We continue to see some of that stronger onshore winds right through the Delta, and again, down 580 through the passes there, and that wind is warming as it descends. So again, that's why we've got that higher fire danger there. We'll continue to see strong winds through tomorrow in that area, followed by another nice Delta breeze for the rest of the valley. Onshore winds, because we've got this low pressure system just off the coast of the Pacific Northwest and this high off to our east. This high is going to stay off to our east, and we'll continue to see a little bit of some troughing out into the eastern Pacific here. So this is going to do a couple things. It's going to tap into some tropical moisture. It may also redirect this tropical storm and its remnant moisture into northern California as we get into next week. Lots of time for change here, but I am tracking Tropical Storm Elita, which right now is just a tropical storm, winds 60 miles an hour, gusts up to 70. But let's look at the cone and some of the spaghetti models here. So it may intensify into a strong Cat 1 hurricane, high-end Category 1, low-end Category 2. The question mark arises when we get out towards Sunday, Monday. Is this storm going to continue to ride up kind of where this purple line is and bring that moisture into northern California early next week? Or is it going to get deflected and pushed out into the open Pacific? I'll tell you, models tonight are bringing this storm back towards the coast. It is not going to hold together. It would only be remnant moisture. We may not even see rain out of this, but I am expecting an increase in cloud coverage and some stickier conditions early next week because of the potential for that remnant tropical storm to move through northern California.
Okay, lots to track. Brendan, thank you.